What is up, everyone, and welcome to the Random Encounter Podcast, episode 155. I'm your host, James, and I am joined by the Dress for Your Master, the dominant himself, Bryant.
Live from the treetops.
Yeah, and you got that beautiful, was it
Xenogears.
Xenogears. I was going to say Xenosaga, I don't know why, but beautiful Xenogears shirt. And of course, we
Thank you.
got the fanboy himself, Phaneckswhy.
What's up?
And back from Japan with the beautiful slime t-shirt, we got Ash Destroyum, aka the Great Ace Attorney.
Was live from Luigi's Mansion.
I beat that last week. That's so funny.
I beat it just like today. I love that game. I love
Nice.
it.
Yeah, it's really good. The last boss battle was trash, though. I don't like the last boss battle.
I agree. It was kind of a bit wonky. Like they don't give you hints on like, oh, you're supposed to suck that damn thing and shoot it, you know.
And it doesn't always suck. And yeah, it's not great.
I'm sorry, what game?
Yeah,
Luigi's
Luigi's
Mansion.
Mansion 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, we got quite a bit to talk about today. We're going to discuss a little bit GTA 6 stuff, some PlayStation news, and we're going to talk, of course, about Kirby Air Riders. But before we get into that, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Follow over on Twitch as well if you're not following over there. And I am actually going to get started with some awesome stuff. Actually, I'm going to get started with some show and tell. Ash came back from Japan and actually brought me a few things. So I do want to show it because some pretty cool stuff. I'm going to start off with this. It is the Final Fantasy anniversary little keychain.
Yeah, that's sick.
So,
that's so sick.
Yeah, you should be able to see it there. My lighting's not good, but yeah.
Yeah, Brian.
I love that art style. That art style is beautiful. I wish they would like remake the game with that art style, and it would be like incredible.
Yeah, I agree. It's beautiful. Love it. It's funny because like I have it here because I don't know what I want to do with it. Like I don't want to put in my keys and then somehow they breaks or whatever. It's like, you know what? I think I'm gonna just keep it as a prompt here or a prop here. Then I have this, which is the manga of Dragon Ball. It's supposed to be a keychain there where you can, or a charm, I guess, rather, or not a necklace. I mean, I'm sorry, that you can hang, which is pretty cool. Love it. And then, of course, we got the stuff that really matters, starting with this. Let's see if you guys can guess what this is. I doubt it. It's a little bit dark. Oh, there we go. Better lighting.
Is that a whale?
No, I don't know what that is.
A whale.
I'm trying to get closer, but it's hard to see.
Yeah, let me see if I can get it closer.
Agons? Is that from Final Fantasy X?
No. I think this is the best I can do.
Yeah,
No.
I can't make out all the details.
It is the dragon from a dragon rather from Dragon Quest.
Oh, I wouldn't know that anyway.
Yeah. And it actually says at the bottom dragon, and it says Dragon Quest all around it. And then on the other side, it says I guess it's just Dragon Quest language. It has like two dragons there, which is kind of cool. And then we got this one, which is funny because we have a slime. It's a gold slime.
It's a golden slime.
The way these go is you can actually stack them up, and apparently the gold one is actually one of the rarest. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah, perfect. I don't know either, but yeah, here it is. You got the rare one right there because it comes with the she slime, the regular slime. I thought this was the she slime because the she slime is orange, but then I was like, well, this is more gold. I was like, maybe it's not. And I looked it up, and sure enough, yeah, this is actually one of the rarest ones. And finally, this was funny because Ash was here. Ash was with me when I opened this up. I was looking for a I told him like this little thing is like, okay, you have an option. It was 2 swords. I'm sorry, there's 3 swords or 3 shields. I wanted 4 of the 6 choices that were there. Like I'll be satisfied with 4 of the 6 choices. And instead I didn't get any of those 4. I happen to get this, but it is the liquid metal slime shield from Dragon Quest. Hopefully, I don't know if you guys can actually see.
Do you know where they first appeared? In which game?
Dragon Quest 4.
Oh, okay. That explains a lot. I've never seen that shield before, which makes sense because I only played 1, 2, 3, and 11, so it makes sense.
Yeah, so Dragon Quest 4 is the first time it appears. The next time it appears is Dragon Quest 9, and I think 10 is the other time it appears. So it's not available in every Dragon Quest game, which is funny. But nonetheless, we got that. So some cool stuff that Ash got me. Shout out to him. I also got, this is a different gift, not from Ash, but we talked about it last podcast, and somebody knew that I couldn't wait.
You're welcome, James.
Is Dragon Quest 1 into the HD 2D, but I reversed the cover because out of the box you get the I'm not gonna take it out. You get the normal
You get
like
two covers?
the non-Toriyama. Yeah, you get the non-Toriyama art. Of course, I'm gonna go ahead and change it to the Toriyama art. It looks so much better. I love it. And then the back
I
has the
like
cover
that
art
one.
for both.
Dang.
So-
Okay, that's hard. That's hard. That's hard to beat, because like I also like the new HD2D artwork that they did too. I don't know. It's hard.
I don't know. I think
You
this
know,
one's
what,
so
what
much
Nintendo
better.
should do? You know they have different covers for like Japanese releases and
Yeah.
Oh,
like
yeah.
European, US releases.
See,
Why can't they just put both of them in the box?
that would be kind of cool. So look, this is the
Like-
other option. It's this art or this art, and I think this one
like,
just
why
looks
can't
so
they
much
just do
better.
it like that? That's what I mean. Like, why can't they just have both? Like, where you can just flip it around.
Honestly, I don't know what goes through their head, man.
Literally, that would make their like whole logistics so much easier
That is true.
because they wouldn't have to worry about like, printing multiple sheets and like making
Multiple
sure they
versions
separate,
and stuff.
Japan versus Western. Like, it's all just one box. If it's all like region like free, none of it's region locked, then like, why the separate freaking boxes?
Yeah. But yeah, going on this, and I agree with you, Fan. That would make things a lot easier and cooler because some of the box art, like Breath of the Wild, has different box art depending on the region.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool to have all the different versions. But was
Even
playing
on
some.
the N64, like the N64 Smash
Mhm.
art box, so much better than the US version.
I agree. I think
I think
so.
even
I think
though
go ahead.
Mario Worlds is iconic in the United States, the Japanese one's better.
Better?
Like so much better.
Yeah, I would agree. I think some of them have better art in general, like Dragon Quest Builders too. So for whatever reason, the normal artwork you get like on the front is like the 3D art, where if you reverse, it's kind of the same thing. You get the Toriyama artwork. I think Dragon Quest 11 is the same thing. You get the 3D artwork on the outside, but then on the flip side, you get the Toriyama art. I was like, the Toriyama art is just, it's better. It's iconic. Like it's his character design. I don't know why they would not allow that as the front cover, but
Do
you know,
you
that's
know
a
if
nitpick.
this is like universally the same cover? Oh my god, jeez.
It
Bud
is.
Light.
Yeah, that is the same
Okay.
cover in Japan as well.
I think there's like a couple of things that are like Japanese only stuff, but like I still like the covers and stuff because
That
it's
art
like
is beautiful on that
it's
game.
unique.
It is, yeah.
Dude, I love this art so much. Like
Mhm.
I gotta look up the artist for this one because
It's the
I'm
same
pretty
artist
sure
who
he al-
does Final Fantasy 14 art.
and Bravely Default.
I think so.
Because it kind of wants you to Bravely Default a little
Yeah.
bit, but it's just more mature.
No,
in a
actually, no. I
sense,
don't.
you
I
know?
don't think it's the Bravely Default artist. If I'm not
Oh,
mistaken, I
interesting.
could be wrong, but I don't believe so.
Okay.
But yeah, I was playing some Dragon Quest 1 and 2. I had to spoil myself of the ending of Dragon Quest 2. I had to because I found out the requirements to get that ending, and I am not going to do those requirements. I'm sorry. You have to be.
Hey, don't say anything. Don't say anything.
Well, let me tell you the requirements.
I've
I'm
been
not
told
gonna
get
tell you that ending. I'm not gonna tell you what the ending is. I'm gonna tell you the requirements. You have to beat Dragon Quest 3 first in Draconian mode, which is the hardest difficulty. After that, you have to beat Dragon Quest 1 in Draconian mode, which is the hardest difficulty. Then you have to go through and play Dragon Quest 2 in Draconian mode again, which is the hardest difficulty. And there's like a special place you gotta go to. It's a tower that's 25 floors that you have to beat in one run. You cannot stop midway and then get out to try to heal or
Oh
whatever
my
the case.
god.
You have to do it all in one run, fight the final boss in
Jeez.
that tower, and then go to the final boss to give you a completely different final boss, which is like 4 different or 5 different final bosses back to back to back to back. But can I say it's amazing what they did with it? It is super cool. Ash, if you want to go ahead and try doing that on your own, it's up to you. I'm not gonna do all that.
I'm gonna do that.
That's
I'm
too
gonna do
much.
for punishment.
That's a YouTube video for me.
Yeah,
Dragon Quest
exactly.
is known about that. Like, listen, I respect Dragon Quest for its sheer difficulty. That's Ash coded all over, bro. I'm gonna
But
do that.
I will say this. So I watched that part because I was very curious to see what it is. And honestly, it brings Dragon Quest 2 from... Dragon Quest 2 is known as probably one of the bottom tier Dragon Quest. So it was known as one of the worst Dragon Quest games available.
Oh, really?
It probably brings it up to almost top tier because of how different the game overall is. how much they
Really?
expanded on the main characters in Dragon Quest 2, and just like a lot of the issues, like the random encounter rate being like one of the worst issues it had,
I see
is
what you
all
did there.
fixed. Like all of that stuff is fixed. It's like, I don't know. They did something that I guess I could never imagine for a remake. Because a lot of times when you think of a remake, you're like, oh yeah, let's remake, for example, Final Fantasy 7. People want a Final Fantasy 10 remake or 8 or 9, and they're all pretty good games. You never hear somebody saying, hey, we should remake Final Fantasy 1 or Final Fantasy 2. But Dragon Quest, they went back to the basics and remade all these games, added a lot more story content to tie all the games together even better. And man, I gotta say, they really cooked with that ending of Dragon Quest 2. So I started playing Dragon Quest 1, and right away from the get-go, the intro is totally different from OG Dragon Quest 1. And
Really?
it's just, yeah, they expanded already on it. They're already expanding on more story things, on what makes the main hero very special. Yeah, like they did a good job with this. So I'm excited to continue playing that. I'm now gonna finish Pokemon Legends ZA through stream, and on my me time, I'm playing some Dragon Quest because
Okay.
I'm excited. Some good stuff
Okay,
there.
so I got a couple of questions for you.
Yeah.
Regarding to Dragon Quest 1 and 2. So
Mhm.
based on that card, did you get a Switch 2 GameCube card or a regular Switch card?
I got the Switch 2 Game Key card because I believe there is no upgrade path to Dragon Quest
Oh, I know.
1 and 2.
I know. I was just wondering if you got the regular one because I wanted to ask you for your opinion on what do you think, how it runs and stuff on the Switch 2. I mean, of course, it's gonna be like all 30, but I was wondering if there's any like blurriness possibly on the regular Switch version compared to Switch 2 or something.
That is a good question. Like, I'm curious to see what are they doing there, because Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D has that performance boost, right, where you get performance or quality mode. Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D has the same thing. It has performance and quality, and it seems to be the same exact resolution as Dragon Quest 3. Of course, I don't have the pixel count or anything like that, but it seems to be the same. So like I don't know exactly why is there a need for a Switch 2 version. Like, I was hoping the Switch 2 version would be just native 60 FPS and, native resolution, 1080p and 4K when docked, but I guess that's not the case. Now, keep in mind, I've only tried it handheld, so maybe that might be different docked. Maybe it is a higher resolution docked and a higher frame rate, but I don't know that as of right now.
Okay, I mean, yeah, I'm still gonna want to getting the original Switch version anyway and stuff,
Yeah. Mhm.
But yeah, it's gonna be for a bit. I mean, I'm actually getting back to actually beating games now. Hallelujah! I mean, I think Luigi's Mansion did it for me because the game was like, I forgot how short that game was. That game, if you want to speedrun it, you can like beat it in 5 hours. You can literally, that's how short that game is. It's ridiculous. And then with that, because like I'm a huge stickler when it comes to Luigi's Mansion games, I might just bite the bullet and try out Luigi's Mansion 2 because I heard people actually like that game as well.
Are you gonna
But
buy
for
the
me,
Switch version?
the Switch version and stuff.
Mhm.
It's the Luigi's Mansion 2 HD and stuff. I think
Yeah.
the original title was Dark Moon. I don't know why they
Yeah,
removed the
Dark
Dark Moon
Moon.
part.
Mhm.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna try that and see how it goes because for me, the main reason why I like Luigi's Mansion a lot was mainly because Nintendo was trying to aim for a spooky aesthetic with the game.
Mhm.
But when you look at Luigi's Mansion 2, Luigi's Mansion 3, it's not much of a spooky game anymore. It's more like Luigi's Cozy Mansion instead. And on top of that, I mean, if anything, in Luigi's Mansion 3, they're technically not at a mansion; they're in a hotel. So I'm like, why are you calling this Luigi's Mansion at this point?
Yeah.
Man? Come on. But besides that, I'm still gonna give Luigi's Mansion 2 a try because a lot of people are praising the game and stuff. It has multiplayer elements. So hey, if anything, guys, if you guys want to pick up Luigi's Mansion 2 with me, and we play some multiplayer stuff, we can definitely do that. So I don't know.
Is the multiplayer available on the Switch version?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I might.
Yes,
Well, I've been
and
wanting to pick it up because I own 3 already. So, and that's been on my list. Like, I've been wanting to pick up Luigi's Mansion 2.
yeah, I'm probably gonna borrow my sister's copy of Luigi's Mansion 3, honestly, to be completely honest with you. But but yeah, I think that's always been playing with Luigi's Mansion, along with Kirby Air Riders, of course, the
which
global
we'll
test
talk
ride, which is
about.
fun too. So, but yeah,
I beat 1 and 3.
You beat 1 and 3. You never played
Yeah, I
2?
never played 2.
Okay. I bought 2 for my kids and I enjoyed it. There's like some cool stuff in it. Like I had fun playing that. So yeah, 2 was what got me in there. I never got 1. And then 3 I picked up. I got it pretty cheap. Like somebody sold it for $20, but because it was brand new, but it was like a European, like a PEGI copy. And I guess they didn't know that you can play it on, US switches because there was no region lock. So they thought there was something different, but I went ahead and bought it. I was like, hey, I'll take it. $20. Can't beat that. You don't see Nintendo games drop to $20 at all.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
There's no more Nintendo Selects or whatever they used to be called, like back in the days where you had the $20 Nintendo games. So,
Don't remind me.
I
I still remember Platinum Hits.
I recommend Dragon Quest for sure. Like loving it. It's very, very classic, and yeah, you guys should get it. Brian, what have you been playing?
So I don't know why, but I got this. I don't know, just this. I don't know what you call it, like a feeling to play Spyro the Dragon.
Okay.
Like 7 years ago, I started playing the remaster or remake, I suppose, on PlayStation 4, and it was really great. And I probably got like halfway through it, and I just kind of pulled the James and just stopped playing it. And I was like, you know what? I just like want a really wholesome. I want to have just a really wholesome platformer and just like play that. And I put it on to yesterday, and I got a platinum today. I finished it. I got everything. I cleaned it all up. I got a
Nice.
platinum today for Spyro the Dragon. And I'm gonna go right on to Spyro 2: Ripto's Rage. Looking forward to that. They're just really, they're just joyful platformers. They're just it's really simple. There's no drama. It's just shoot your fire at these enemies, ram them, collect the jewels, get the rescue the dragons. It's all very quaint, and I like that sometimes, just because you're always playing like serious complicated stuff. It's like sometimes I just like want to chill with some Stuart Copeland music and just rock it with Spyro the Dragon. Also been playing Mortal Kombat 1. I got like halfway through that story as well, the story mode of that, and I wanted to go back and finish it because the gameplay in that game is really good, but again I kind of just like dropped it. So I've been playing that, and man, that fighting in that game is really solid. It feels really good. My buddy is really into Mortal Kombat, and he tells me that it's impossible to play it online because there are people that can just juggle you like nonstop, and like he's pretty good at Mortal Kombat. So if he tells me that when he tries to play it online, he gets his rear end kicked in, then that says something because he's really good at it. He's way better than I am. So he's kind of tepid on it, and I guess the overall fan community doesn't think that highly of it, but for me, layman, I really like it a lot. It's really fun. The combat's really satisfying, and the story is really interesting. It's like the only fighting game that has an interesting story, I'd wager to say, honestly. Like Dead or Alive story is kind of trash, Tekken story is kind of trash, Soul Calibur story is kind of trash, nothing, Virtual Fighter story is kind of trash. Like everybody's trash. Mortal Kombat's the only one that has an interesting story, and yeah, the characters are really cheesy and they kind of belong in the 90s and stuff like that, but whatever, it's interesting. I can name what, fan?
Decent lore. I mean, like, it's got decent
lore. Yeah, that's
lore.
what I'm saying. Yeah, it's interesting. And like I can name you 30 characters from Mortal Kombat probably pretty easily, 20, 30 characters, but I couldn't name you 20, 30 characters from those other games and like what their qualities are and stuff. So
Street Fighter?
I think it's special.
You could have named 30 characters.
Street Fighter has no lore either. It's all about Chun-Li and the Shadow Lu. Who gives a crap?
Oh no! I can argue, but before I get there, I feel like Mortal Kombat's story fell off.
Yeah.
No, I feel like Mortal Kombat's story fell off after like 9 and stuff, because that's when they start going into like the time travel, rebuilding the universe and everything. And I'm just like,
well, that was all the rage with Marvel, right? Like that was all like the timelines and stuff. That's kind of like where things were going in the early aughts or whatever.
Yeah, I just wish we kind of like go away from that, like, because I feel like
Mortal Kombat 1 rebooted everything.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. And then for Street Fighter, I will say yes, there are some lackluster parts in it, but if you dig deep in the lore, and some characters, they're fun. They're fun. They're fun to look through and stuff, right?
Mhm.
I would say the funniest character, in my opinion, is probably, I think his name is literally just Guy. I think.
So you can't even remember his name. It is Guy. You're right though.
Yeah,
how about the
Guy
from Final Fight.
Yeah,
Guys from Final Fight. Yep.
Yeah, I like him a lot. And then who doesn't like Dan from Street Fighter?
Yeah.
Like, who doesn't like Dan from Street Fighter? He's like a parody of Ryu, bro. He's a Shoto parody. I love him. He's amazing.
You got Sakura, who also does is from rival schools.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So there's some
Street
great stuff
Fighter
in there.
pulls from
And
different games.
Tekken is not supposed to make sense. Tekken, when you look at Tekken, you're going to be expecting the most wildest crap to happen in that game, and it's going to happen in that game. So that's Tekken for you. Tekken is there for you to sit down, and they're like, "Listen, we're going to feed you this bowl of whatever it is, and you're going to like it." That's Tekken.
I think
So-
Tekken has good lore though. Like it's all it is people with
The
family
volcano,
issues,
and he
right?
throws him in the volcano.
Yeah, Heihachi throws his son in the volcano. His son wants revenge, and then what happens is the cycle continues, and then you get the Kazuya's son who does the same thing, and it's just like a cycle going through. There's some pretty good lore.
Literally, the panda got trained by freaking Mishima and
Yep.
stuff, and it's so hilarious. And that's the stuff I love. That's the stuff I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So listen, those are three stories right there that you can definitely vibe with. Now I can't say any for Dead or Alive nor any other fighting game stories and stuff because yes, most of the part of the kind of if anything, Guilty Gear actually has a decent storyline. I'll definitely say that because some of the lore behind these characters are kind of cool. So I'll recommend give that a try too. But that's pretty much it. So
Yeah.
Okay.
I would argue
Fair enough.
Street Fighter has a good story too. So yeah.
I think I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I've been playing besides those. I guess I could share some quick news. I have this back.
oh my god.
You gotta
like-
stop selling it and buying it, dude.
Bro,
I know the
I
boomerang.
told you what happened, right? I told you guys what happened to my Xbox Ally X.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
Yeah,
I didn't know what
I
happened.
know.
Yeah,
but
Ash.
I'm
Yeah,
just
Ash, you
saying,
don't know.
like you just gotta stop selling your theme.
I think when you buy
buying it
another
again.
handheld,
It's like
just
the third
keep
or
it.
fourth one, isn't it?
It's,
Yeah.
It's
So-
funny. It's funny that this Steam Deck used to be his.
That was my first Steam Deck OLED is Ash's. No,
This
Ash, what
Steam
happened
Deck
was
used
I
to be
bought an
his as
Xbox-
well.
Xbox.
Like,
Wait, what'd you say, James?
I said this Steam Deck used to be yours as well. Not really. but
Oh my
just like it
god!
wasn't.
I never sold you a Steam Deck. No, so Ash, I had my Xbox Ally X and I actually really liked it. It was really solid actually. But then out of nowhere, the USB-C port stopped working. Just totally stopped
Oh.
working. They didn't work in the BIOS, didn't work in the Windows. I tried resetting it, wouldn't let me reset it because I couldn't connect it to power. Like the USB-C ports just died. And so I returned it. I was thinking about exchanging it, but Best Buy doesn't have them in stock until middle of December. So I'm like, screw it. I'll just rebuy a Steam Deck. What I should have done is I should have held on to my Steam Deck longer, but I really was convinced I like the Xbox a lot. And honestly, if the USB-C ports wouldn't have crapped out, I probably would have kept it.
Yeah. I mean,
So
that happened
yeah,
with the
I just
first
said it too
Allies
soon.
too. Remember,
Yeah,
What'd
I
you say?
did.
the first generation Allies had a lot of issues too with the quality control.
yeah.
They didn't get worked out until like later on. You'd think they would have like figured that out with the Xbox, but who knows?
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, I was kind of surprised until you told me the main reason, which makes sense now because I'm pretty sure that
Thank you.
console itself can like run circles around the Steam Deck when like it's nothing, you know.
Oh, yeah, for
So
sure.
that's why I was surprised you went from that to the Steam Deck.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
I don't
it
know.
just the USB-C port stopped working. And it's like, well, I'm not going to get another one if this is. I mean, granted, it seems like I always get like lemons or whatever, but it's like they're not back in stock until December. I played with it a lot. I liked it a lot. Like I would give it a ringing endorsement minus the USB-C issue. I kind of went into it over the last couple of weeks, like what I liked about it. But Steam Deck is where it's at. I've never gotten a bad Steam Deck, I don't think. I really love my Steam Deck. So until Valve releases a new Steam Deck, like I'm pretty sure I've sworn off Windows handhelds at this point. Like if Steam makes another one, I'll buy another Steam Deck or whatever. But for now, I'm sticking with the old Steam Deck OLED. And kind of an interesting story. I bought one and it like got stuck in with UPS. Like it said that like UPS on their tracking said they never received it, but on my Steam account it said that they sent it to UPS, but it just like it was just like stationary for like a week and like no movement was made on it. So I was like going back and forth with Steam support and they're like, well, we're reaching out to them and this and that. So I just decided to order a new one. And by the time I got my new one, I messaged them back. I'm like, hey, there's just cancel this. Like give me my money back. So I got my money back and that was that. But, and then the other thing I got to, I'll wait until we get into the news because I'm sure we'll touch on that. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been playing. We can move on.
Cool. What about you, Fan? What you been playing?
In all honesty, not much since the last podcast. Like I've been too busy working and with my wife going back to school. Been too busy dealing with family stuff.
Gotcha.
If
That's
anything, I've been messing with my Vitcher glasses, like just been laying in bed
yeah.
watching YouTube.
Wait, what?
Oh
Yeah, I got the Vitcher Luma Pro glasses.
You can watch videos over that?
Yeah, it's a
Well, I hooked
display
it to my phone.
basically. Yeah.
It's a display. So I
Does it
have
use
an
a wire?
adapter. Yeah, I have an adapter wire. I
What
just
the
plug my phone
hell?
into it, and it mirrors my phone. And I just literally there's an app called Skywalker which lets you like set up screens, and I just like pop up YouTube or Netflix, and I just sit there and watch. Like I'm just laying in bed, going like this.
You're like
Yo,
you're like the Wally you're like those people
Yeah.
from Wally and their little
Yeah.
pods.
Bro,
Well,
you gotta.
it's because at night, like at night, I'm on my phone at night, right? But
Yeah.
like I'm going like this on with my phone. Sometimes like
no,
I'll
makes
drop my
sense.
phone and it'll hit me in the face.
Yeah, that's
Yo.
not fun.
Yo,
And I don't have to do that anymore.
Yo,
No.
can we like meet up so I can try that? Because I've been meaning to try. Like, those are like technically AR glasses, right? Or,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Pretty
And also, how much do they cost?
They weren't cheap.
Yeah, I mean,
They're
yeah,
like
I was
400,
expecting to-
right?
$500.
Oof,
starting.
damn.
I think,
Okay.
and that's before my discount.
Yeah. I definitely need to give it a shot before I even make a purchase like that. That makes.
But they have different levels, and there's other brands. I just bought that one because the mobile dock that you can buy, because this is why it costs a bit more, because I bought the mobile dock that you can hook. This is compatible Switch 2.
Oh, that's cool.
So I updated it. Now I can use it with my Switch 2. In all honesty, I mainly bought it so when I go back to Kansas, I have something to play.
Can you
Yeah,
so
in the car.
makes sense. Makes
when
sense.
you connect your Switch 2 to it, is it through USB-C or is it through the HDMI port?
USB-C.
USB-C? Okay, cool. I did not know that. I thought it was like just a dock and you just plug in an HDMI cable into it and that's it.
It technically has an HDMI port on it, and there
Hmm.
were like samples of like, hey, people plugging
Like a PS5 or something.
yeah, but they were also plugging in like a Chromecast
Mm.
and then using this USB-C for power because
Okay.
it's a battery bank, and you basically have like a Google TV like on the go.
Okay. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I think I want to get one too because I like the same thing. Like, but for me, I'm playing my Switch and I'm like this, trying to get at a good angle.
Yeah.
But if I could just have that and I could just use my Pro controller and just lay down like that would be
Yeah,
so
because
much
I was
better.
playing Persona 3 using the controller, and I had the glasses on. I was just going like this, just with my controller.
Yeah,
just
see,
looking
that
up.
would be so much better.
That's pretty cool.
How's the quality? Like, is it like super duper HD? Because like I never experienced anything like that before. Like
The brand the model that I have has there's little dials at the top, right here at the top. So
Yeah.
if you need glasses, you can kind of dial in your like prescription.
interesting. Okay,
And I wear
it was, like,
glasses, so
and it was
I,
like
I
super
put
clear
that
for
a
you.
little bit. Like
Okay.
I'll put up a YouTube video and I'll have like text at the bottom, so I'll just like dial. I'll close one eye and I'll turn the dial until it looks clear, and I'll close the other eye and turn the dial until it looks clear, and then I've got it dialed in. They sell like lens attachments that you can buy too, but that's typically only if like you have a like really bad eyesight and you need more like prescription. Like it has those, but the screen, the resolution on the glasses, because they have different versions. I bought the Pro, so the resolution's 1200p.
Oh wow. Okay.
So it's and they have a more expensive version, like $650-$700 version called the Beast, and that one's gonna be a 4K version, and I didn't want to spend money on that.
Okay. Well, one of these days, I'll definitely try yours and see what happens. I don't know, man. I don't know if they have demos or something like that. So
No, still demos or anything.
yeah, of course not. Okay.
All right, let's go ahead and dial in. And Ash, you already told us what you were playing, right? Which Luigi's Mansion. Was there anything else that you were?
Yeah, last remnant. First impressions. The whole battle sequences. It kind of confused me a little bit because they were like, oh, you do this and do that. And I'm like, wait, that's it. That's the tutorial. But later on, they're like, okay, you actually do this and do that, and all kind of stuff. It's a fun type of looking tactical RPG, and I kind of like it. But I think so far, who's taking the main show is actually the main character, Rush Sykes. This dude is a goofball. This dude is a freaking goofball because he first gets introduced to this marquee that's supposed to help him find his sister. And like with the mannerisms of how you're supposed to like address yourself to like royalty and stuff. This dude doesn't know mannerisms at all, and the way the actor played off this character is so freaking awesome. And
Johnny
I
Young
think I
Bosch.
recognize his voice. I think that's
Yes.
Johnny Young Bosch.
It is Johnny Young.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I'm just
Johnny
like,
Young Bosch. There we go.
yeah. So it's so I'm already liking the main character so far. I already like it. So
Mhm.
I'm just worried because I might go deep into that game and this end it midway because it is a long game. So I don't know.
I remember when that game came out, like I was so excited for it, and I kept watching videos. I was like, "Oh, I want to play this game so bad." It was a Xbox 360 exclusive, um, and like I remember, I was just super super excited for it. Wanted to play it. I never got it. The music was kind of cool. Uh, Voice acting was pretty cool, and yeah, just like everything about the game was pretty exciting. So I think I might pick it up because you said it's what, like $8 right now.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. I might pick it up. Like $8 is not that bad. And I never played it before. You got it on PC or on Switch? Or you said Switch, right?
Yeah, I got it on Switch. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you can probably play on PC and have a better time. But I want
Yeah.
to play the game play the game portably. And then,
Yeah.
according to some people, the one on Switch barely gets a sale. So I was like, you know what? Let me jump on it real quick. And
Yeah. A lot of Switch games are like that. They barely go on sale. So Nintendo has a good Square Enix sale going on. So for everybody watching that are into that, they have some pretty good deals going on. They also have good Capcom deals. Like they have not Marvel vs. Capcom, Mega Man Battle Network Collection. It's $20 as well right now, which is a good price. That rarely goes on sale digitally. I know physically, like I've seen it like $25, but it's $20 for both collections right now. And there was a few other games out there that I saw that were some pretty good deals. When it comes to Switch 2 games, Chronos is $10 or $9 off right now. The Chronos game, which is Blooper Team's like survival horror game, that one's on sale. Star Wars Outlaws is on sale for like $45, which is pretty cool because like they actually went in and optimized both of those games. The developers continue to optimize it and make the graphics look better on Switch 2, which is neat. Chronos has gotten a graphics update, and a lot of people are praising it because it looks even better than when it first launched. So like Digital Foundry did like a review, and that's basically outdated now because it looks a lot better than what it looked initially. Same thing with Star Wars Outlaws. That's gotten even better than the initial launch, which is kind of cool. So a lot of good sales going on, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot more the closer we get to Black Friday and Cyber Monday, which I'll keep an eye out and see. I'm hoping, even though Persona 3 Reload is new, I was gonna buy it at launch, but I think I'm gonna wait and hopefully it goes on sale during Black Friday because I don't want to pay full price for that on Switch too. Unfortunately. All right, let's go ahead and dive into our first topic, and that is Kirby Air Riders. Kirby Air Riders, the network test started yesterday. I think it's still going on today, and I think tomorrow, if I remember correctly. So there's like, I believe, 3 days it's going on. And I'm gonna start off with giving my initial thoughts on it, and I don't think I'm gonna buy the game. I tried it out, was playing City Trial, and I don't know, like I just couldn't go past like the 19 miles per hour. I was like, why am I going so slow, and why do I have to continuously hold A and boost? I know in the direct it says you can go to different cars, and different cars have different like ways of like driving.
Yeah.
Which I did, but all of them seem to be doing the same thing. And then at one point, I got into the one that's like a chariot. I got into that, and then I just started like going super fast all over the map. I was like, "What am I doing? I'm just driving like crazy." I was like, "You know what? I don't know. Maybe City Trial is not for me. Maybe Kirby Air Riders is not for me." So I kind of gave up on that. So after playing that, I think it might be a pass, or I might wait for a sale eventually or something. So that's my experience. What about you guys? Did you guys? I know Ash, you played the trial. Did you?
Oh yeah, I played everything. Yep. Yeah, so there's definitely some criticisms I have with the demo, but overall I did enjoy the game really like a lot because I mainly wanted to play this with my sister since she's like a huge Kirby fan, but I'm only a fan of Kirby for like a couple of games, and Kirby Air Riders one of those games and stuff. And one of the things that I was really hoping they had in the demo is split screen for simple races, but they don't in the demo. So I'm sad about that. And then on top of that, I was hoping for also split screen in City Trial, and of course it's not there. So me and my sister had to take turns, playing the game and stuff and having fun, But I would say that there should have been like a bit more options for the global test ride, especially if you're
Mhm.
racing at CPUs, because all the CPUs are automatically at level 3. And if you're like an above average player, you're going to beat all those beat all those CPUs with no issues and stuff. So I wish we had an option to up the difficulty up to like their maximum, which is like level 9 and stuff, and have fun with it. City Trial, it's City Trial. I definitely had a blast with it. For me, I just love bullying other players in there and stuff, which is fun. I never had the issue of the speed thing that they were talking about, James, or I don't know.
I don't know what I
Other
was
people have
doing
the
wrong.
issue.
Like I just couldn't like move. Like if I let it go, which it drives by itself, it only went like 19, 20 miles per hour. I had to constantly press and hold A to do the boost.
Did
And
you? So the
Mhm.
thing is that did you try to get the power ups and
Powers?
stuff?
Mhm.
Yeah, even the speed ones, right?
Even the speed ones that I never went up. Like I said,
I don't. Honestly, I don't know.
only at one point, I just started like zooming everywhere across the map. I was like, I don't know what just happened. I'm just going crazy, and then eventually, like I was going so fast, I just like exploded. I don't know what happened. I was like, you know what? Yeah, I think I'm done. But yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, for me, I'm already sold on the game already and stuff. The races in there, the water one is so goddamn beautiful. It's insane. It's just
man, I want to do that.
the only thing I wish is that it would have been a lot more chaotic if the CPUs were a lot more difficult. Because, like I said, for the demo races, they are at level 3, and at the time, the global test ride was mainly built for multiplayer like events and stuff.
Hmm.
And at the time, I didn't have like really other friends to play with and stuff, so I mainly just play with my sister and do the offline stuff along with the City Trial and everything. And overall, I love it. It's fantastic, and I definitely probably going to grab the game day one or something like that, and I had a good old time with it. You know, I feel like the game is worth the $70 and everything. So, and they only showed us like the bear stuff. Essentially, they gave us the bear stuff from the original Kirby Air Ride. So we still have yet to experience the other stuff that Sakura already talking about in the last direct and everything. So I'm ready for this game. It's going to be amazing, and I can't wait to complete every single thing in that game. I'm actually way more excited for that compared to Marco World. So.
Yeah, we'll see if I give it another try. Roll P asks, will there ever be a console graphics jump like from PS2 to PS3 ever again? The answer is no. Bryant, what's your thoughts on Kirby Air Riders?
Didn't play it. I still don't know if I have interest in it. I'll wait for
Hmm.
reviews and see.
Gotcha. Should have tried it out and see. Like, honestly, after playing it though, like I was excited for it. Like I thought the directs were cool, both of them, and I was like, man, this is gonna be a cool game. It looked more fun than Mario Kart, right? But then after playing it, I don't know. It could be user error. It could be me, right? I'm not gonna lie. It could just be me in general. So we'll see what happens if I eventually pick it up or not. I mean, I guess I got what a week to decide, 2 weeks to decide.
Better or worse than Sonic Crossworlds?
Um. I mean, Sonic Cross Worlds I think was easy to grasp because it's just Mario Kart, like wannabe Mario Kart, where this is different, right? And I
Yeah,
think that's the issue I was having. Like, it's different for Mario Kart World and like in Mario Kart in general, in terms of movement and everything like that. Like, I like it has the signature Sakurai, aka Super Smash Brothers feel. Like the menus, the music, everything feels like Smash Bros. So like I like all the aesthetics he has going on with that. It's just I don't know. Like and to be fair, I only play City Trial. I did not try the regular like offline races. So I probably should have done that and done normal races to see how that was going. But because those were only offline, and that's the only reason why I didn't play. I kind of wanted to play online and test that out. But yeah, that's Kirby Air Riders comes out next week, I think. No, 2 weeks from now, the 20th, I believe. So 2 weeks from now, you'll be able to play Kirby Air Riders. Yeah. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and jump into some PlayStation talk. Let's start off with the PlayStation Portal. I assume Bryant, that's what you were kind of hinting at. Did you pick up a Portal finally? So what are your thoughts? Have you been using it?
Yeah, so here's the deal with the Portal. I have tried buying these before. I have. And the thing that always put me off is the sticks. I think the sticks are not good. They're they're not as bad as Joy-Con, but they're not as good as a DualSense. They're like in the middle. Like that's the most accurate portrayal of what they are. And it's a shame because otherwise the thing is almost perfect. I mean, it's really comfortable to play with. I love the haptic feedback and the triggers and all that stuff. It's not an OLED, but the LCD screen's pretty nice, and I can live with it, especially after having my Switch 2. I can live with having an LCD now that I've kind of been forced to deal with it with Switch 2. But it's fine. So the fact that you could stream your PlayStation games to it, the thing that really kind of made it special was the fact that it was ergonomic and it gave you haptic feedback and it had the triggers. Like that was, and it just had a big screen. It was just like a really nice like complement to your PlayStation. And that was like interesting. And that was something that I could see somebody buying it for. But on the other hand, if you had like, a tablet and a controller, you could have the exact same experience. It's just, it wouldn't be handheld. It would be like you have the controller and you have to put like an iPad or whatever up front and center. So then they introduced the ability to play cloud games on it, where you could play like PlayStation Plus games on it, like the ones you get for free and things like that. Like those are the ones you could play through the cloud, and it didn't require your PlayStation at all. And it worked really well. But even still, I was like, it's not enough to get me to bite. But now they just released an update that makes it so you can play the games you own over the cloud, and it has nothing to do with your PlayStation. And your connection actually is for, I don't know how that works, but to do the cloud play, to get smooth gameplay, it just requires 5 megabytes per second. And I guess to do remote play, it's like 25 megabytes per second for a solid connection. And so I don't know how it works, but the cloud version, to play your games on their servers and on the cloud, it is less intensive from a network speed standpoint than playing at remote play. So I just think that's really cool that it eliminated a barrier, because I mean, granted, like I have what the heck was that?
Oh, y'all heard that? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's a lint remover. My bad.
Okay. Anyway, so like when you're playing it like the cloud games that you own, you're taking a barrier away from what would make it so it would have a problem. Like I said, like the internet speed, it would be an issue if you're remote playing. Also, if you're like outside of your home network, like let's say you're at a friend's house or a relative or wherever, it has to be able like to directly interface with your network at home, and that can be kind of volatile. It's not always going to work. And so now when they've eliminated the barrier of needing to connect with your home network and just playing through the cloud, all you need is an internet connection that's 5 megabytes per second. You have a vast majority, at least in my case, of your PlayStation 5 library and stuff, and PlayStation 4 library, and of stuff that you own. And that, I don't know, I just think that's really cool when you think about it, especially just thinking about where things started when we all started playing games. And now it's like you don't even need to have a PlayStation 5 anymore to play PlayStation 5 games. You can just literally play it from the cloud. The only thing is required is you have to have PlayStation Plus Premium. So that's a factor that you have to have that in order to do the cloud streaming, which, I mean, it makes sense that it's not free, because to host these servers and to do this cloud gaming, like it probably costs Sony a ton of money to do this. So I understand why they have to put a paywall on it. So yeah, I bought it just for the principle of being able to play games that I own anywhere with my Portal in a almost console-like quality minus the controls. I did see a rumor today on Twitter that the announcement of like a pro version of the PlayStation Portal is imminent. It's not like a PlayStation 6 level console. It's just like a reiteration of the PlayStation Portal. And if they add sticks that feel like DualSense controller sticks, and I mean an OLED would be nice, but even I won't be greedy for the OLED. But if they just make the sticks better, oh my god, I'll sleep with this thing under my pillow
Wi-Fi
every day.
7.
What'd you say?
That's true.
It's got to have Wi-Fi 7
'Cause it
because
only has
the Portal
Wi-Fi
now only has
5.
Wi-Fi 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. Like I rarely have network issues, but you're right. If they do make a reiteration, they need to improve the network capabilities. They need to improve the sticks. Maybe slap an OLED on there, but I'm not being greedy, and I'd be set. Like that, like it would be right up there as far as one of my favorite things in the world, next to my Steam Deck. Even though I did sell my Steam Deck a few times, it's still one of my favorite things. So yeah, so that's a pretty cool news piece.
Yeah, I think like, I had the Portal at launch. I have a video. I have two videos actually on the PlayStation Portal that you can check out on the channel. But eventually I went ahead and got rid of it because my issue was when I first got it, it worked fine. And then later on, for whatever reason, I started getting latency between the remote play. But when I first wanted to rebuy it, which was like earlier this year, it was because the cloud gaming, I wanted to play like um Wild Arms 2 and a lot of like PS1 games they had available, Legend Dragoon and so forth. And I thought that was kind of cool. But now being able to also play like the games you own, and if there's a cloud version available, then you can go ahead and stream that. I think that's also pretty awesome as well. Like Game Pass or Xbox Cloud worked fine. I played Ori in the Blind Forest that way, and it was really good. Like I had no issue with it whatsoever. Even like Stadia, I would give Stadia also like praise because like I mean I have the Stadia controller, right? I tested Stadia out and it worked great. It's just, the issue with Stadia was its model. Like I don't want to pay $60 for a game I don't own and then, like it's cloud as well, which I think is worse than digital. Because at least digital you can probably always find a way to kind of offload it or whatever, but cloud there's nothing to download. It's just right there. But I do like that they're continuously updating the portal. The one thing that I wish the portal had is the ability to just let you download like retro games, right? PSP, PlayStation 1 games, even maybe PS2. That would have been nice. Like I don't think it needs to be that much, but being able to play that would have been pretty cool. But it doesn't have that. So I'm still debating. Like I kind of want a portal again because I would like to use my PS5, but I haven't turned on my PS5 in a minute again. It's like just sitting here now. Might have to go back in my box and, stay there. Who knows? We'll see. But that is not the only PlayStation news that happened this week. Apparently they found a button, and that button is the cross buy button where the icon shows it says cross buy and it shows PlayStation and PC, which is very interesting. I know rumors a while back, they had found within, I think it was Ghost of Tsushima, that it looks like there was code that alluded to a PlayStation launcher. But we haven't seen a PlayStation launcher since Ghost of Tsushima came out on PC, which I think was last year. So it's been quite a while for for news on that. But now we've seen a cross buy, and we do know that Sony is doing a bigger push to multi-platform, like both PC and console. So I'm curious to see where they go with that. What do you guys think? You guys excited to see a cross buy function on PlayStation stuff, or do you not care?
I mean, I
I don't
like
know.
it.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I like it because because if we're gonna have a cross buy, that means we're probably gonna have a cross save too, right?
Yeah.
So I
Mhm.
mean, if
I
if
think
I
don't
don't,
they
if I
have
don't
cross
feel like
save already
playing,
or no? Or am I making that up?
I don't know. I actually don't know.
Mm.
I never tested it with Spider-Man. I think that's the only game I have.
Yeah.
That's Sony and stuff. But
Okay.
it would be cool if they have
Oh no, they don't
cross
have cross
saves.
save. It's trophies. Like I think the trophy sync or something like that. If you sign into your PlayStation account.
Okay,
Yeah.
if they can like also implement cross saves between PC and PS5, that'd be actually really damn cool. But for them to do that and everything, but other than that, I feel like that's a great idea. I'm assuming with a cross buy feature, are they gonna have you buy two different copies of the game, one for PlayStation and one for PC, or
Well,
is it just gonna be one license for both platforms?
yeah, the way it's alluding is that it's a banner, right? That would show up. So it seems it's gonna be like you buy, let's say, Ghost of Yotei, right? You buy that and you're getting both the PC and PS5 versions. So you don't need to buy it twice. Right, kind of like what
Interesting. Okay.
Xbox does with their Xbox Play Anywhere, except that theirs is limited to the Microsoft Store. In this case, we don't know if it's going to be limited to a PlayStation Store that's available on PC, like a new
Like a
PlayStation launcher, or
Yeah.
if it's like a Steam version of that game that you get at the same time.
Yeah, I think that could be the catch, honestly, and I won't be surprised if like the cross buy features is only for the PlayStation Store. I
Mhm.
think that makes the most sense to be perfectly honest with you.
I mean, I wouldn't mind that because like being able to play like my PlayStation library already. I just think honestly, the closer we get into that territory, it's starting to become the like why have a PlayStation at this point? Because now you're getting
Uh,
closer and closer to just having those same games available on PC. I mean,
Well, I
granted, price
mean,
point. Well, back then, price point was a huge push, but now with prices of everything going up, it's like a pretty
it's.
decent PC is not that much more expensive than like a PlayStation 5 Pro.
I mean, as a dedicated PC player, I can always make the argument that it's mainly the consoles are there. Consoles are there are mainly there for simplicity. You buy it, you hook it
Mhm.
up. That's
That's
it.
true. There's that too.
With
Yeah.
the PC, you gotta buy. You either build it or get a pre-built. Hook it up. Set an account. Get apps. Step 5, 6, step 8, and before you know it, the guy with the PS5 is already like almost done. Be in the prologue for Ghost of Yotei or something.
Yeah.
You know.
For now,
So
though.
yeah,
'Cause what
I mean,
happens
for now, of
when
course.
the rumored Steam box or whatever is going to come out? That's basically a Steam Deck console. Then that's going to put more simplicity in the PC space.
I hope so, because the last time they tried the Steam machine, that didn't work out well. Hopefully, hopefully they learned a lesson from that, if anything.
Yeah,
But
I mean, I think it'll be different now.
yeah, but consoles are always going to be there for people that just want to simply set things up the easiest way possible.
Mhm.
Obviously, back then when we had the retro consoles like the N64, the SNES, the NES, you just hook it up, put the cartridge in, that's it.
Yeah.
But nowadays you got to hook it up to the internet, this and that. But it's still a lot more simpler than a PC,
Yeah.
So I feel like consoles are going to stick around for a lot longer, in my personal opinion. So
Definitely more optimistic than I am. I think next generation of consoles is the last when it comes to like PlayStation, at least. I think
I mean,
Nintendo might continue.
If that were the case, yeah, at that point that would be just cloud streaming at that point. And in my opinion, I feel like that's more simpler than consoles, because you don't have to have the console in your house, right? A lot of consumers want to have more simplicity in their lives, essentially. So if they're going to do cloud, because now with me, I understand the power of cloud gaming. I feel like it's a nice supplement to my Steam Deck, because if I want, instead of me just going through all the hoops of trying to get the game running on my Steam Deck, I can just go to NVIDIA GeForce Now and just run the game from there instead. And so I also have decent performance, depending on the div, of course. Because if I'm using the free tier or something like that, I'll be in a queue. But if you do it at the right day and the right time, you can get like an instant queue right away, and you can get like decent quality out of it too if you have a good internet connection. So, yeah, it just really depends on like what consumers are going towards, and for the most part, they just want to make sure they can set their stuff up as simple as they possibly can. So
yeah, I think it'd be cool. We'll have to wait to see in the future how that goes. Brian, would you be excited for a cross-buy features and it has all your PS5 games available on PC?
The problem is I own all of my PlayStation games on PC already. I'm trying to think of one that I don't have already on PC. I think I have everything that's available on PC. I'm pretty sure. But even still, I mean, but here's the problem that nobody has touched yet. It's that we don't know how this purchase would present itself. So if you buy cross-buy or whatever, like this isn't going to be a Steam code.
yeah,
I
definitely
don't think.
Yeah.
No. So is Sony going to have their own launcher? Are they gonna have...
yeah. That's what me and James were talking about earlier. Is that if it's going to be either a launcher from their side or from Steam? And honestly, knowing how certain companies are, they want to make everything a I forget the word, but they want to make it their own ecosystem. It's definitely going to be their own store. I'm 100% sure about that. So
yeah, so it doesn't affect me much. I think it's interesting. I think that it definitely is speaking to kind of the way that things are going as far as console gaming and digital purchases in general, and where PC fits into everything is not necessarily a competitor, but more like an addition rather than a competitor, because it's usually people that are on PC that play exclusively on PC, like they're not going to buy a PlayStation anyways, and so if you can get them buying your software anyway by putting games on PC, then you make money. It's not quite the same that Microsoft is doing, because at least with PlayStation's exclusives, they're waiting a long time before bringing them to PC for the most part, as opposed to Xbox, who does day and date with PC. So it's different, and Sony isn't talking out of both sides of their mouth like Microsoft is. Like they still have their hardware, they're still releasing exclusives and all the rest, but I think that the difference in strategy is different enough where Sony still is going to hit it out of the park, and the software bonus of having it on 2 platforms is just that, a bonus, and it doesn't suggest anything about where their future philosophy is going to be vis-a-vis buying games.
Mhm. Yeah, it's one of those things we'll have to wait and see how this goes. It'll be very interesting. I feel like next year's gonna be some interesting stuff going on. A lot of interesting news. Gaming in general, I just feel like it's a lot of weird turns that's going around. Like Nintendo Switch seems to be the only stable, like traditional gaming, in terms of sense of like exclusive, only one platform. If you want to play their games, that's where you're gonna get it. But PlayStation and Xbox seem to be going different routes. And maybe not even different routes. Like in my opinion, it seems like PlayStation is following Xbox, just they're a little bit more further behind. But we'll have to wait to see if they have a different strategy when it comes to that stuff. There. All right, and our last topic of the day, and we're probably not even going to spend that much on this topic, but GTA 6 is delayed again till November 2026. Who here? I think last time we asked who was getting GTA 6, and I think none of us said we were getting it because I'm not
Yeah.
getting it.
No, I'm definitely getting it.
Oh, you are? Okay.
I really don't care about GTA 6.
Yeah.
To be perfectly honest with you, I listen. Because I don't know, man. I mean, back then I used to like Grand Theft Auto a lot, but I don't know what it is with the series that kind of died with me. I guess I feel like it's just one of those plain Jane games now. It's not like, San Andreas or the other games or something like that. If anything, I would say I think GTA at its peak was probably GTA 4, and that's pretty much it for me, if anything. And that's pretty much it. But other than that, I don't really care if GTA 6 gets delayed or gets canceled or something like that. And I know some people are just making a huge stinker about it. I'm just like,
It's not getting canceled.
No, they're making a huge stinker about the game getting delayed. I'm like, so you want to have a broken game when it comes out? Like, pick your poison, So, but like, I just don't care. I just don't.
I mean, the only interest I have in the game is to see like how much of like the Tampa area they did, because we know it's in Florida, and I think it's like parts
Is
of
it based on
Georgia or something
Miami?
like that. Well, Vice City is based on Miami, but you're
Right.
you're not in Vice City itself. You're like in I forget what they call it, but it's basically Florida. So you're like they're supposed to have Miami, Miami, Tampa, like and like some other places. I forgot where, but like they're supposed to have different tiers of Florida in there, which is kind of interesting. The only thing that looks nothing like Florida is there is a place they show that has mountains, and to my knowledge, there is no mountains in Florida at all.
Yeah, no mountains at all. If anything, here's the thing, right? I'm pretty sure they probably pushed that game back hella far into November, is probably because at that point, if the game does come out, your chance of running this game stable is probably with a PS5 Pro or something like that. And they're trying to make sure that it runs stable on both the base PS5 and PS5 Pro.
Well, I thought they confirmed that it's 30 FPS on
even on PS5 Pro.
Well, I don't think they said anything about PS5 Pro, but I think they said on PS5 and on Xbox Series X, it's 30 FPS. But it could be a rumor.
Yeah, I know that game is going to be really, really demanding and stuff when it comes out too, and it's going to be optimized. Well, okay, optimized. That would be a bit of a optimism there, but they're going to make the game as optimized as they can possibly make it, and let them take their time with it or something. It's just people are just making a big stinker about the delay. Just calm down, okay? Jesus.
I mean, it's optimized. It's gonna be optimized because it's not coming out on PC at launch.
Yeah.
I don't think. I think it's just an Xbox and a
consoles.
PlayStation Play. Yeah, so it's gonna be optimized for console because that's all they're focusing on is making it for console. So I'm sure it's gonna run great on PS5 Pro, PS5. I am gonna get it because I think Rockstar makes exceptional stories, and I think the scope of this game is gonna be unlike anything that's ever been experienced before, especially just from like a macro level, like being able to live in the life of somebody and walk around the city, go into shops, and I'm sure it's going to be incredibly detailed and very dense, really, really dense because of how long this has taken, how long since. I mean, Grand Theft Auto 5 came out in 13, I think. I want to say 2013. It was a PlayStation 3 game. So it's a long time coming. They're really taking their time on this. And I agree with Ash. Like, I don't mind them pushing it back another 6 months. Honestly, I don't think they should have put it to May to begin with, because that, for a game of that caliber coming out in the spring, it didn't make sense to begin with. Like, this is absolutely a fall game. So if they weren't going to make this fall, they should have just said from the beginning, like, yeah, we're pushing this back a year and a half or whatever it was at the time. And the last thing was,
because like,
what'd you say?
I think spring's a good time. Like Zelda being in the spring was amazing because there was no games. And usually around springtime, there's really not a lot going on. So it's like you could dedicate hours, right? So is there where to fall? Everybody just wants to release on fall. So then you just get bombarded. It's like, oh, all right, I got to pick and choose my games now.
I agree with you for anything else but Grand Theft Auto. This game, when it comes out, it's going to make the most money of any in any media in the history of mankind. Like, flat out, end of story, game over. It's gonna make the most money out of any movie, why can't I say movie? Any movie, any video game.
Let's see if it beats Demon
Any
Slayer.
book?
Let's see if it beats Demon Slayer.
It'll beat Demon Slayer.
It'll beat Demon
Absolutely
Slayer.
beat Demon Slayer. 100% it will.
I mean, Demon Slayer was the number
$1
one
You kidding me?
anime movie, but it's not the number one movie. So like, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be Demon Slayer. It's going to be everything. And so I think that it's kind of like, Breaking Bad, like, I'm the one who knocks. Like, they're not intimidated by any game. Like, they don't care if they release it in the spring or the fall. Like, when it comes out, people are going to get out of the way of it, not the other way around. So they can release it where there's no releases coming out. They can release it where there's a bunch of releases coming out. It's a league of its own. So I think fall they want to hit because that's where the holiday is. A lot of people are going to get this game for Christmas, and that's like where all these heavy hitters come out. But so I agree with you. If it was anything else, then I'd say, yeah, spring is a great time to bring them because there's nothing else out and clear the field, whatever. But for this, they could release it on the moon and it's going to sell the most things out of anything in human history. So I think they should take their time on it, release the product the way that they want to make it, and laugh all the way to the bank, because I'm going to buy it for sure. So we'll see.
Well, we'll have to wait and hear your thoughts when it comes out and see where it goes. Yeah, so I think that's all the topics we have today. I do have one question, and that's for Fan. Fan, is your shirt Sea of Stars?
No.
Oh, it's
No, it's
Chrono
Trigger.
Chrono Trigger.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
Chrono
dope. I
Trigger.
like that.
yeah, 'cause I was looking
that
at
just
it.
a
There's a
pixel?
moon. Is that 2 moons, or is that like a moon and a sun? But yeah, no, it's Chrono Trigger. That's pretty cool.
Ooh, where'd
Is
you
that a
get that
Yeti shirt, Fan?
Yeah, it's probably Yeti.
Yeti. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I missed that one. That one's
that's
really cool. I
Chrono
like
with
that.
an ocarina.
I need to start shopping more on Yeti. I literally wear this Dragon Quest shirt like almost all the time, and I
You're
barely
the
get
opposite of me. You have the same shirt every podcast, and I have try to do a different shirt every podcast.
No. Like, in what's funny too, the only time I got a compliment on this shirt is when I went to Japan, and an old guy at a Kokobini complimented my shirt. And I'm
that's
like,
nice.
dang, that's it.
Yeah, because over there they know greatness. Over here, everybody's like Dragon Quest. Like, no one wants to play Dragon Quest.
No, not even no. It was just an old guy that complimented my shirt. That wasn't
Yeah,
none
he's
of
probably
the
loves
youngins.
Dragon Quest.
None of them. And then
Yeah, Dragon Quest
when
came
I
out in
came
the
out when I
80s.
came
He
out
knows
with
what it's about.
when I came out with a straw hat sweater, they're like, "Oh, nice shirt." I'm like, "Yeah, thank you." I always get compliments on that sweater all the damn time. It's insane. But yeah.
Yeah, I gotta get those Dragon Quest shirts there on Amazon. Like, I just can't decide on what color. I hate when they give you a choice of what color shirt you want, because then I'm like, man, like, now I gotta choose. And like, when you decide on one, like, maybe I want this color, maybe I want this color. So, but I did want to get one for Dragon Quest 1 and one for Dragon Quest 2. Yeah, because they look pretty cool. Too bad they didn't do anything with Dragon Quest 3. I feel bad. Like, Dragon Quest 3 seemed like it's always been like the best of the trilogy, and now it's like, I don't know, like, they don't care because there's no shirts for Dragon Quest 3.
I can tell you this much: when I was in Japan and stuff, they had this whole Dragon Quest 1 and 2 kiosk.
Yeah,
Playing the commercials over and over. I'm like, oh, it definitely got the promotional material. I'm never going to be seeing that ever in the United States. Never in my entire life.
Not for Dragon Quest.
That was definitely an experience for me at least.
The biggest thing in the United States we got was it Seth Green promoting Dragon Quest 9.
Oh yeah, you're right.
On the DS. Yep, that was like the biggest
You're
thing
right.
that we had. over here. That's about it. There's one more thing I was gonna mention, but I completely forgot. Yeah, we'll just end that. We'll end it here. Cool. Any last thoughts before we end it?
Check out the eShop sales. The deals are actually pretty good. So
Mhm. Yeah. I'm excited for February. Like Dragon Quest 7 Reimagine. There was an interview on that. Game Informer has like a whole interview and thoughts on Dragon Quest 7 Reimagine, and it's got me excited. Still worried about the cut content, but it seems that they also are putting new content in it, more Easter eggs. Some people are speculating that it might. There is a theory that Dragon Quest 7 actually relates to Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3's world. So it looks like they might be trying to bring in that piece that's missing to that puzzle to say like, yeah, it is part of the Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3 universe, which would be kind of cool.
I like how they're
That's right.
slowly. I
Mhm.
like how they're slowly sprinkling stuff in the new remakes and
Yeah.
reimagines / remasters. I love
Well,
that.
like
I can't wait to touch 1 and 2 for that, because especially if that's how it's connected to other games or something like that.
well, it feels like they're trying to build up that world. I don't know why, but like they're trying to build up that world because there's one game I'm not gonna mention that is in that world. That we have 1, 2, and 3. They're all the same world. And then the theory was always that 7 was related. Because 7 was like kind of like standalone. So it wasn't related to any because 4, 5, and 6 are in the same universe. 1, 2, and 3 were in the same universe. 7 was on its own. 8 was on its own. But there is a slight connection to 1, 2, or 3, but it's kind of like, is that enough, or is it just kind of like a callback? Right? It's kind of like having Sid in every Final Fantasy. That connection feels almost like that. It's like, well, it can just be like a coincidence or whatever. And then 9 and 10 are connected to the same universe. So it's like,
I feel like they're building up to maybe Dragon Quest 12.
I think so too.
Because they've been announced that game like a long time ago, and we haven't heard from them since about Dragon Quest 12. So I feel like once they're done with some of the reimagines and stuff, I feel like they're trying to like sprinkle these Easter eggs and connect all those to like Dragon Quest 12 or something.
Well, especially with the ending of 2, it seems like they might be, hinting at Dragon Quest 12.
Yep.
So we'll wait to see. I'm excited. I'm excited for this universe. Highly recommend you guys play it as well. All right.
Also,
Mhm.
one thing I want to mention: 25 days until Metroid Prime 4 Beyond.
Yes.
Oh crap! I
can't wait
forgot.
for Prime 4.
That's weird too. Like, have you
Got
guys
it
seen
pre-ordered.
advertisements for that game as of late, or?
Yeah.
It started. Yeah. Now they started doing videos.
Okay, they recently started, because I was like,
Mhm.
damn, like they're barely throwing that game out there or something like that.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
cool.
excited. Like I don't need to see any more about the game. Like I was gonna get it no matter
No,
what.
I don't want to see anything else.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm just really hoping if they release like a Prime trilogy thing for the Switch or something.
Yeah, I don't know why they haven't done that yet.
They're not gonna
Please,
do it.
please
They're not gonna do it, unfortunately.
take
Like,
my money.
they should have done that. I don't know why they didn't do it. That's kind of stupid, but it is what it is.
Whatever. It is what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Requiem is in February as well. Excited for Requiem.
Mhm.
Very excited. Cool. Well, that brings us to the end of the podcast. Appreciate everybody for joining. As always, don't forget that like and subscribe button. Follow over on Twitch. We'll be back next Sunday. The podcast is now Sundays, so you'll catch us every Sunday. Typically 9 p.m. Eastern, unless something goes down and we start a little bit later. But usually we try to start at 9 p.m. Eastern. Fridays, I'll continue my solo stream. Probably gonna continue just Pokemon Legends ZA. I'm like pretty much towards the end of the game, so I'm gonna just finish the game on stream out there because it's also a lot of fun. A lot of people chime in and laugh because I can't catch shiny Pokemon because they just don't spawn, and when they do spawn, they're something that's dumb that I don't want. So yeah, watch
Like a
me every
Magikarp?
Friday doing that. No, Magikarp would be cool actually. I wouldn't mind Magikarp,
Oh.
but I got a
Yeah,
Kakuna.
so you can get a
shiny
red
Kakuna, so-
Gyarados from
Yeah.
good old Pokemon Yellow.
Yeah, exactly. Pokemon Silver actually. But yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah.
But yeah, any shiny would do. But yeah. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Fam, where can they catch you at?
You can catch me at Phaneckswhy at all the typical socials.
What about you, Ash?
You can catch me at Astroyum on YouTube and everything.
And you, Bryant?
At red_so_deep on Twitter.
And as always, guys, free right here Thursdays, or sorry, not Thursdays, Fridays and Sundays. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you guys next time.